Android and you want to scan the QR code, all you have to do is download an app such as QR and barcode scanner. You can also contact our companies by scanning the QR code on the flyer we gave you at the entrance. All of these cool contacting features are thanks to our Gen.4 alumni Shubo, previously known as SparkNet.
Hey Christina, so we know the whole point of Demo Day is getting investors' attention, but apart from that, do the startups get any type of recognition?
Yeah, actually there's 2 awards. One is the Investors' Choice Award, where the investors will get to pick their favorite, and then there's the People's Love Award, where you will get to choose your favorite.
Great, thanks. So, do you know when the winners will be announced?
That will happen right after the last pitch, and you won't want to miss it because we'll still have a couple more surprises for you. I also want to give a big shout out to our sponsors, T-Mobile, Evertech, Ironet, Moto Ventures, and Ferraiuli, and our collaborators, Subo, Cube, and International Printing.
Okay, Badina, what's next?
Now, let's see what this P18 alumni have been up to.
Good morning, Demo Day! My name is Alan Taveras, co-founder and CMO of BrandSoft from the second cohort. BrandSoft, we strive to create emotional and cultural experiences by providing consumers with access to products and brands from Latin America. Our company makes money 3 ways: transactional fees out of B2B or B2C sales, our advertising and inside business, and licensing our platform. So, what have we up to after Parallel18? In terms of markets, currently we are operating 5 markets. 4 our own, and 1 brandsofElpaso.com is a license agreement. In terms of growth of the KPIs we measure the most, as you can see, we've been growing exponentially in every KPI. In terms of brands, you can see a drop-off of not such a big growth, but it's because Hurricane Maria lost around 70% of the brands here from Puerto Rico, but I'm happy to say that currently we're reaching 300 brands from Latin American countries and 105 from Puerto Rico. So it's the biggest brand family from Puerto Rico right now. In terms of revenue growth, we're happy to say that we doubled our sales from 2017 to 2018, and today, in 2019, we already surpassed the sales of 2017, and we are looking that BrandSoft will grow revenues 3x this year.
Woo!
In terms of funding, we have the privilege of having the most awesome partners from Puerto Rico and abroad that help us raise more than $1 million of smart money. And what really gets us excited today is this new project. We just partnered with the Compañía de Comercio y Exportación of Puerto Rico to develop the first e-commerce fulfillment center in Puerto Rico and in the region. We're going to be helping e-commerce from the region with warehousing and storage, pick and packing of their orders, the commercial accounts with major suppliers so we can get really good discounts, parcel shipping, and the customer service. This is going to be happening here in Guaynabo City, and you can see in the second picture, this was taken yesterday. We're already up and running to be launching this project the second week of June.
Woo!
So how can you guys help us continue to grow? Well, currently we're looking for clients and collaborators for the e-fulfillment center. We also are heavily invested in collaborations with US-based Latino organization. And something that really worked for us here in Puerto Rico is connect with media companies throughout Latin America. Thank you for your time and enjoy the pitches.
Good morning. I am Lauren Casio, co-founder of Abartis Health, which is a Generation 2, along with brands of Parallel18 company. A lot has happened since we graduated P18. We began operations in 2016, shortly after we joined Generation 2. To date, we have raised $2.1 million in local capital. We have 18 employees. We've signed over $9 million in annualized revenue, and we have 2 partnerships with 2 of the largest global healthcare companies. So we are an insurance technology company. We focus on issues like not being able to have access to your healthcare data, not being able to find doctors in your area. But the reality is that these issues run far deeper into the US healthcare system. They cost the US nearly $1 trillion per year. But these fragmented systems affect all 3 stakeholders in the healthcare industry: insurance companies, providers, and also patients. So right here from Puerto Rico with a local team, we have developed a solution that allows all 3 stakeholders to access the data at any time, because that data exists only one time. We are a B2B company, and we sell to administrators, those are like insurance companies, pharmaceutical companies, and then they offer our products as a value add to their networks of members and their networks of doctors. Since graduating P18, we have seen great traction and proven the business model. So we have almost 800,000 providers across LATAM and the US enrolled in our system. We have onboarded 9 administrators, which represent millions of lives and hundreds of thousands of providers. And beyond Puerto Rico, we have began operations in both Latin America and the US. So we've raised our capital, which happened almost immediately after graduating, and signed a partnership, which was a connection from Parallel18 with Roche Pharmaceuticals. And this partnership began local, but at the beginning of this year became a global partnership for a diabetes initiative, which is huge in our space. So what did Parallel18 really do for us? And this is a lot for the companies that are here today presenting. Well, one of the most important takeaways was that we walked away with a global mindset that we did not have going in. And I think that was really important for our growth outside of Puerto Rico. Additionally, it provided us mentorship that we still have today that was really, really important for us in our formative years. The first couple of years of a startup's life is very, very important. Parallel18 Ventures was a follow-on in our seed round, and they continue to support us with exposure, opportunities, and networking. So beyond the amazing ecosystem that we have in Puerto Rico also offers really amazing tax incentives. So something that we've done since graduation, we've become an Act 73 company and also an Act 20 company. And these incentives really allow us to focus on growth and scaling. And it also gives us access to amazing talent. So 100% of our team is local. Woo. We bring over 30, so proud of them, amazing. They bring over 30 years of experience in insurance, over 25 years of experience in data science, over 20 years of experience in the medical field, and we continue to grow. So we don't really have an ask today, except that we are in the process of scaling and growth, and that's mostly into the US and Latin American market. We have a Series A in our future, and we are always looking for partners that can help us scale. So that's it. Thank you guys for being here and for dealing with me while I'm out of breath and very pregnant.
updates. Now it's really happening, people. The pitching is about to start. So startups, assemble. This is your moment.
Hello, my name is Jaime, and I love gelato. So much so that I've visited all the small batch ice cream shops around the island and tried most of their unique flavors. And I've been to the supermarket and tried all the brands and flavors. And after all that sugar and weight gain, I found an opportunity. Ice cream is an $11 billion industry in the United States and a $58 billion industry in the world. With countless brands and countless flavors, yet not one of the big brands in the supermarkets are targeting Latinos and making Caribbean flavors. How is this possible when Latinos are the second largest and fastest growing ethnic population in the United States? And this is why Pinta was born, to serve to the world a taste of the Caribbean. So 3 years ago, I started doing research. I became an expert, a gelatician, if you will. And like most, I started in a garage. I am still in a garage with one flavor and one client. I was making Caribbean chocolate for Choco Bar in Old San Juan. Soon enough, I had 9 unique flavors that included coconut, pasta de guayaba, and hierbabuena con chocolate. Then, July 2018 came along, Pinta was launched. The reception was unbelievable. People were hooked, and we knew we were onto something special. 6 months later, we had 9 freezers that included 4 in Hacienda Meat Center, and the very first business offering gelato in Uva, the delivery app here in Gen.6. Today, we have 21 freezers. Pinta can be found from San Juan, Guaynabo, Caguas, Bayamón, Gurabo, and Dorado. And we have over 160 supermarkets requesting to have Pinta in their stores, including all the Walmarts. Woo! We have sold over 30,000 pints, grossed over $100,000 in sales, all of this without having one brick and mortar store. 2 days ago, we raised our first seed capital with Semillero Ventures for $690,000. They're going to help us have new sizes, new flavors, and other new and exciting product lines that we can't wait for you to find in your local grocery store. Our milk is local, our cows are grass-fed, our coconut and chocolate are from the Caribbean, and all the other ingredients are high quality to create the most memorable experiences. Our revenue stream is very simple. We sell pints. Our goal for the end of the year is to be in all the supermarkets around the island. Next year, we want to be in the United States, starting with Florida, where we will mostly target Latinos. But our product is for everyone. We want to be the #1 high-quality gelato brand in the supermarkets, serving the Caribbean experience. Our team is made up of 6 important players. We got Armig in the kitchen, Manuel in logistics, Pedro is supervising, Billy's closing deals, Sebastian in marketing, and I'm eating lots of gelato and directing. I studied 4 years in Babson Finance, worked 5 years at a bank in asset management, but I always knew I wanted to have a business. Luckily, I'm in the business of creating memorable and crave-worthy food experiences. Our ask is to screen for Pinta, demand your supermarket to have us, taste a new flavor, let us know what you think, and share it with a loved one. I hope you all enjoyed the gelato that's outside, and thank you very much.
Jaime, thanks so much for the presentation. Congrats. Could you talk a little bit about product differentiation? Why do we need to have another ice cream market?
So when you go into the supermarket and, for example, you go into the chips aisle, you'll have Doritos, Lay's, but you'll also find, which are Americans and they're all obviously they're targeting Americans. But you will also find other kinds of chips which are local, and they're also in the United States. For example, nachos, platanutres, chicharrones, and they also do very well. So it's the only aisle pretty much in the entire supermarket is the ice cream that really doesn't have any diversity. You just have a whole bunch of brands targeting Americans and making mainly American flavors.
Can you talk about what is this flavor of the Caribbeans? Is that your own concoction, or is there a tradition of this in the Caribbeans?
So it's in the Caribbean and all Latin America. There are many different flavors. Of course, there are some flavors that the big brands are doing, which is dulce de leche, which was a big hit, café, and some others, but those are not the only flavors that are. You see that there are so many brands making these American flavors, but there are no brands making the way the Caribbean is all about. People start tasting, and it's something different. I am sure that people we have proven that people start buying and stop buying what people usually buy, which is Haagen-Dazs, Ben & Jerry's, chocolate, vanilla, strawberry, berry.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Hi, I am Diego. I am COO and co-founder of Elegir Seguro, and we sell peace of mind for business owners by making it easy to buy, manage, and understand business insurance policies online. Being a part of Parallel18 Gen.6 has been really great for us. It has really upped our game as a startup, and we're definitely not the same company that arrived here in January to Puerto Rico.
Hi. Well, hi, my name is Diego, as you heard. I am COO and co-founder of Elegir Seguro, and we sell peace of mind for business owners. Why? Because we know that commercial insurance is handled the same today as it was 20 years ago. That means offline and paper-based. The average waiting time to get a quote of these products is no less than 5 days. This is driving customers away from the industry more and more every day. So we thought there must be something that we can do. That's why we built an online platform that helps business owners in the process of buying, managing, and understanding all their commercial insurance policies. We use bots when you don't need the human touch, and licensed advisors when insurance knowledge is needed. We believe we add value on both sides of the chain. For the insurance buyer, we built a friendly platform with an autopilot experience and personalized guidance to understand what he needs. And for the carrier, we're an effective tool to reduce back office, using RPA, robotic process automation, regardless of their procedures. It could be APIs, internet, or even just regular mails. All of this without losing our main goal, and that is creating new insurance premiums. That's why we built a powerful marketplace. Elegir Seguro is a product that is already launched, is generating revenue, and already has recurring customers. 80% of our renewable risk renew with us. We have built the app mode, the automation of policy management online. There's no other B2B insurance platform using technology as we do. And that gives us a competitive advantage over brick-and-mortar agencies. They are very low-tech and they can tend to small businesses without losing money. The market in LATAM is 145 billion in premiums. We are currently receiving leads from Mexico that has more than 4 million SMBs, small and medium businesses, and Chile that has more than 1 million. Our current operation is in Argentina, where we have 500,000 SMBs. We act as an online insurance broker agency. That means we receive commission, it's usually 20%, on every payment of each of our customer policies, regardless how old the policy is or how many times. The hacker, the hipster, and the hustler, and the two guys on the left. This is Maria, experience working on both sides of the counter. As a carrier, he was part of MedLife when they did the startup in MedLife, and as a broker. Martin, who studied in Silicon Valley, he is also a licensed broker, and he's the guy that started the project, and me. I am an engineer. I have been working in operations relations between carriers and brokers for more than 8 years now. We just received the support in an intention letter from the Munich Re. This is one of the oldest institutions in the insurance industry, and they say they want to work with us if we land in Mexico. We just won the Zurich Innovation Challenge Championship in Mexico, and we received the news this week that we are finalists in the FinTech World Challenge 2019 that's taking place in Panama next month. We have signed deals with companies that cover part of our cost of sales and marketing, and Zurich said they are already willing to do this if we land in Mexico. That means the industry needs and wants to work with us. So we're looking for $250,000 to expand to Mexico, help us generate partnerships. Here on Puerto Rico, we're in touch with a major bank that wants to use our technology, and we have partnered up with Augmented to be the cyber insurance experts to sell cyber insurance in Latam. So if you feel passionate as we do in helping business owners in the process of getting covers, please find me, the guy with the red beard from El Gil Seguro. Thanks.
Diego, thank you so much, and
You're
congrats. Could you talk a little bit about your traction? So you have a product, and you mentioned the 500,000 SMBs, but are you in any of those SMBs, or is that just a description of your market? Talk about your traction.
Yes, we have been working for more than a year now, and we have been growing almost like 20% a month, and we're still growing through that path. We have sold more than 200 policies, but we're expecting to grow faster.
Hi, Diego. What is your strategy to enter Mexico market?
We have an advisor there that used to work with me, and we're starting to go from state to state. He knows the industrial zone that is called Aguascalientes, so we're starting our strategy there, and we are looking to partner up with big brokers that already came to us to tend to the small businesses they can tend without losing money.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Richie Grant, Product and Marketing Manager at EnvioPack. EnvioPack is a logistics automation platform designed for e-commerce companies. We chose Parallel18 to help EnvioPack scale beyond Argentina by leveraging the P18 network in Puerto Rico and the US. Hi, I'm Richie Grant, Product and Marketing Manager at EnvioPack. This is moving along. When choosing a carrier, you can find that some carriers are reliable but expensive. Others, it's moving. Hi, I'm Richie Grant, Product and Marketing Manager at EnvioPack. When choosing a carrier, you can find that some carriers are reliable but expensive. Others are just slow. Some carriers are expensive and reliable. Others are just slow. But this is slow. Others are slow. Well, it makes it impossible to scale an e-commerce in this way, as I'll start again. Hi, I'm Richie Grant, Product and Marketing Manager at MBOBank. When choosing a carrier, you can find that some carriers are reliable but expensive. Others are just slow. Some ship smaller items and others heavy items. But overall, logistics is a quite fragmented market as not every carrier does every type of shipment.
We're adults here. We don't really care that much about if there's like bad words or like if there's something out there put in, maybe some violence. We can kind of handle that. They should put ratings about, did a dog die? Was there a breakup? Did a grandfather die? Like, will I cry in this movie? Like, it depends also on the situations that you're at. So, for me, that's very difficult to handle. Once I was broken up, I went to the airplane that same day, and they put a rom-com. They broke up, and just when I was starting to cry, we landed, the lights came up, and I was crying. So that was horrible. Please tell me when this ends. they tell me when this ends. So, for me, it's been a hectic ride here. So I came back to Puerto Rico, and I've been seeing things differently. And you know, I live in White now, and being able to experience exactly everything that's occurring, for me, it's amazing. But at the end of the day, like we go to places where we're trying to understand what we're doing. So I go to the Mall of San Juan, and for me, it's you know, I have a good paycheck, but at some point it just seems like the Museum of San Juan. So I feel like I have to go with a Fiji water and see what happens there afterwards. But for me, it's amazing. So that is it, guys, because the rest is not appropriate for demo day. So, yeah, do we have...
So Eduardo, I promise I won't put this on your performance review. Well, while we wait for the presentations to come back, I just want to say it really helps our ecosystem if each of you here today can think about one intro, one help, one support you can give to each company. If we do that, multiply that for everybody, imagine how much we can help Puerto Rico and our ecosystem. So I really appreciate that you're here today. We should be back up very, very shortly. In the meantime, sit back, relax, you're at the movies, so enjoy your time. This is a really new concept for us, first time we're doing this in the theater. So unfortunately, technical difficulties tend to happen. We should be back up and running in no time.
Baja. Today, we've been able to provide these customers with a lower cost alternative to landfill disposal. The benefits of the digester include the capacity to consume over 100,000 people's waste generated per year. It produces enough renewable energy to supply power to over 3,000 homes, and it reduces the cost of electrical power that we provide to our industrial users by 24% over the current utility pricing, allowing them to be more competitive in the global marketplace. The business consists of logistics as well as a recycling fee. We receive this material and we convert it into a saleable commodity, either in the form of an animal feed product for the agriculture industry or into renewable energy and organic fertilizer via the anaerobic digestion system in Vega Baja. The markets include collection and recycling services, product destruction services, which is important for the food industry for brand protection purposes, as well as regulatory requirements. We produce and sell animal feed, and of course we generate renewable energy, which we distribute to our electrical customers through localized microgrid systems. Key team members include myself with over 30 years experience in the environmental industry, as well as experience in similar projects. Co-founder and CEO Miguel Perez. As well as a strategic investor in Warner Palermo, an advisor who is the founder of Global Integrated Solutions. Key milestones that we've been able to achieve is we received over $12 million in local equity and investment debt financing, which has allowed us to construct a facility in Vega Baja, which is 100% operational. In 2018, we generated nearly $2 million in sales and plan to double that in 2019 at $4 million. Expansion plans include the completion of the microgrid installation at the Cabo Caribbean Industrial Park, which is going to allow us to reach additional electrical customers. The development of consumer-level organic waste recycling programs throughout the island, and the construction of 3 additional biodigester microgrid facilities strategically located in Puerto Rico. Well, we plan to repeat this model in other Latin American nations. Today, I want to make sure everybody knows that Puerto Rico now has a world-class organic waste to energy facility, and I want others to join these forward-thinking companies in saving money while they help improve the environment. Organic power, a win-win for Puerto Rico and the environment. Thank
you. Thanks, Brian. So right now, is it more of a challenge getting customers on the demand side or getting providers on the resource side?
The biggest challenge now is the customers on the demand side, if you would, on the organic waste side. The electrical customers, we already have long-term power purchase agreements with 3 companies now, so we're pretty well set on that for some years to come. And the other thing we're developing is continue to develop the incoming material that we need to generate the electricity.
What is the core technology you're using within your the pictures you showed?
Sure. It's an anaerobic digestion process, which is a biological process that converts organic matter into biogas. And biogas is made up of methane and CO2, and methane is what provides the renewable energy that we use in engines to generate electricity. So it's a process to get the most out of the material, to get most of that converted into renewable energy at a high rate and quickly. We have increased throughput through the facility so we can get tipping fees and as well as generate as much energy as possible.
Thank you.
Very good. Thank you all.
I'm Hans Gathins, CTO and co-founder of Processing Labs. At our company, we're transforming smartphones into pocket simulators that professors can use as powerful and convenient teaching tools. We decided to come to Puerto Rico because we had heard great things from both fellow startups and accelerators. Hi, I would like to begin by taking you on a trip down memory lane, back to when you were in college. Remember, sitting in a classroom, taking notes from the board on a long, monotonous lecture. Not much has really changed in many, many years. Well, we now take notes from a PowerPoint instead of a blackboard, but the dynamics are pretty much the same. Some of the better professors have started creating their own educational games, but this is what those tend to look like. Believe it or not, this is the product of our biggest competitor right now. Outdated and tied to clunky hardware. But that's where we come in. At Processing Labs, we're transforming smartphones into pocket simulators that professors get to use as powerful and convenient teaching tools. But some of you might be wondering, what's a simulation? Well, it's an approximation of a process or a system. But what's important is that since it's not the real thing, we can cut it up into pieces, focus on what's important, speed it up, slow it down, whatever we need in order to extract as much learning from it as we can. So what have we simulated so far? We have two products in the market right now. The first one is a virtual factory that business students get to literally manage over time. The second one is called simulation. It's a pocket country that students rule over as presidents. They manage everything from food production, health, education, even taxes. All of it while learning about the importance of having economic and social progress going hand in hand. We've actually used this app to teach government officials in three different countries about sustainable development. Isn't that amazing? Let's dig a bit deeper into the functionality of it. The student gets the app on either their phone or tablet, and let's say that they wanted to increase the life expectancy of their people. All they would need to do is swipe from the left to get to this menu, tap on the health and population section, and increase the number of hospitals. That simple, that easy. All of this sounds very nice, but does it actually work? It does. Professors get better reviews, and students are more engaged when using our apps. 2 weeks ago, we had a student in Brazil who opened our app more than 400 times in just 2 days. But usage does not necessarily correlate to better learning, except in our case, it actually does. We're getting a paper published in one of the top business journals in the world saying that using simulation is better when learning about sustainable development. Our business model is very simple. When a professor or institution needs our help increasing the quality of their lectures, we sell licenses to them. 1 license per student for $25. We've had students in some of the most prestigious universities in America using our products, and we're very happy to share with you that just last month, we got Universidad Politécnica de Catalunya in Barcelona, Spain to be our first European customer. This year, we've sold almost 3 times as many licenses than this same period last year, all of it while keeping 100% of our customers, which not only makes us very proud, but speaks for itself when it comes to customer satisfaction. Our founding team includes 2 ex-Intel employees and 1 PhD from MIT's business school. And if you want to talk about team chemistry, Javier and I have been friends for over 27 years. This quarter, we were accepted into Catapult's accelerator program, which meant getting $100,000 in investment. Using this money, plus the support of Parallel18, we've been able to double our team in size, redo our website, increase marketing and sales efforts, and we're going to have 2 more products in our portfolio by the end of the year. My name is Hans Gathins. I'm CTO and co-founder at Processing Labs. And if you want to help us bring the future of education to every university and every college out there, or if you want to learn more about our corporate training solutions, don't hesitate to find me.
Hello, Hans. Which is your lead acquisition and client acquisition strategy?
Well, since our products are mostly focused on niche markets, there are conferences where professors go, where all of the professors in that conference are potential clients of ours. So that works very well for us. We also do some email marketing, which has given us good results. mostly we're greatly differentiated from our competitors because our apps do look better. So when professors see that difference, they do jump on the opportunity.
How big do you estimate the market is just for the 2 games that you have already?
It's small. I gotta be truthful to you. There's part of our mission is improving education, right? So this is probably not going to be one of those companies that makes $100 million a year, but the market we've guessed for these 2 apps might be around $200–300 million in America. So yes, it's a small market, but we hope that in the future we can find new apps that are available for a bigger market.
Can a professor create this for his class, and what kind of processing cost is involved in that?
If a professor wanted a specific one for them, well, we've actually offered that to certain universities, and that's what we do for our corporate clients. It can be anywhere between $50,000 and $100,000. It also depends on if the product that we develop for them can we sell it ourselves afterwards.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Juan Carlos. I'm Chief Product Officer at Home Tools, a B2B marketplace that offers procurement and financing solutions for both buyers and sellers of the construction industry. My experience at Parallel has been one of personal growth, both as an entrepreneur and as a human being in a very multicultural ecosystem that is both Parallel and Puerto Rico.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Juan Carlos, co-founder of Home Tools, and we help small and medium companies in the construction industry grow. In the construction industry, there are 2 main types of actors: buyers, such as contractors, and sellers, such as industrial manufacturers. Because of the traditional ways of the industry, these 2 have several issues that go hand in hand. On one side, sellers have inefficient digital sales channels and cannot cope with the high demand from the buyers. This makes the procurement process of the buyers very slow and complex. And even if they're able to navigate through this initial operational issue, they still have another one: uncertainty of access to capital. Well, this problem is worth over $33 billion in Colombia alone. And if we look at the Latin American landscape, this can grow up to $200 billion. Home Tools is a B2B digital platform that alleviates the friction between buyers and sellers by offering procurement, sales, and financing services for small and medium companies. This is all possible and very effective due to a series of algorithms we have developed through our team. With this algorithms, we're able to identify and analyze the information patterns and take data out of the buyers and sellers. Because of this, we're able to offer sellers consumption behaviors of the buyers and of the market itself. The buyers were able to offer accurate comparison of the sellers and a management tool of all their sellers. And for financial allies, we're able to give them preliminary risk profiling on each operation. We commission up to 3% on each transaction between the buyer and seller, and up to 10% of the financial allies commission where financing is needed. In addition to this, we get a monthly subscription fee from both buyers and sellers for the use of the platform. In our first 7 months of operation, we were able to process transactions for over $132,000. We then took 3 months to learn from this initial phase and relaunched in March this year. In only 2 months, we've been able to process over $110,000 in processed transactions. We've identified several other actors in the region that offer similar services that we do. Our main differentiator is that since we cater to a very specific market, we are able to customize and bring better value that no other company can. This is the team that has made this all possible. Alongside Neftali and Dani, our CEO and CTO, and and along all the other team members at Home Tools, we pull in together vast amounts of knowledge from the construction industry, having worked in top-tier companies relevant to the industry, such as Ahoe, Enel Group, and Home Center. We're currently raising a 250,000 seed round, of which 40% has already been committed. With this money, we're looking to grow our development and sales team, as well as automate operations. This last part is very important because it's going to help us bridge the gap between transaction requests and process transactions. We're also looking for financial allies to help us expand operations in Puerto Rico. We are very confident of the value that our company can bring to the construction industry here in the island, especially after the events of Huracán Maria. We look forward to building with you a better industry for smaller companies and help them grow. Thank you.
What's your strategy to recruit users on the platform?
So we currently, since as I briefly talked about, as a team we post a big network of people that work in the industry. So right now we're exploring all our contacts that we can to reach organically all these types of relevant actors, such as buyers and sellers. In addition to this, we have put in motion various marketing campaigns, digital marketing campaigns, and we have also currently growing our sales force so we can actually go to different fairs, events, and actually do acquisition in the place where all of them are.
Is the LATAM market different in how it's serviced for these types of materials as opposed to the U.S., where you've got some large chains like Home Depot and Lowe's and other builders supply places? How's it different that requires your type of marketplace?
So in LATAM, as opposed to the U.S. where there are bigger actors, LATAM is that the market is made mostly of small and medium businesses, which actually need these kind of sales channels as opposed to a Home Depot, which already has a robust digital and sales channel.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, I hope you liked my first presentation. Hi, I'm Richie Grant, Product and Marketing Manager at Enviopac. Whoa. When choosing a carrier, you can find that some options are reliable but expensive. Others are slow. Some ship smaller items and others heavy items. But overall, logistics is a quite fragmented industry, as no shipper ships every type of item to every location. Having only one carrier is super inefficient, and it makes it impossible for any e-commerce to scale up operations, as having no reliable shipping means you're not going to sell. And this situation replicates in all of Latin America. 2.5 years ago, we started with Enviopac. Today, it's the leading platform for logistics in e-commerce in Argentina. We've already facilitated over 300,000 shipments. Enviopac connects sellers with carriers, making it the easiest way to manage your shipments. We offer easy integrations with any e-commerce platform, and we connect them with more than 30 carriers, where the sellers can choose always the most convenient for each package, reducing costs and delivery time. And we charge a fixed percentage of every transaction. Latin America e-commerce is booming. You might have read the news about Rappi. Even only for logistics and e-commerce, the market is going to grow by 2 in the next 3 years, making it a $40 billion market. And every e-commerce needs great shipping. MBOPack works as a digital carrier with all the benefits of a new digital company, but with the reach and distribution of a traditional carrier. Nur, our CEO, founded 2 companies, one of which was bought by Groupon, where she was the head of operations for Latin America. Daniel, our CTO, had a software factory for more than 10 years, and now he developed all our API and our platform. I have more than 5 years of experience in logistics for e-commerce, and now manage product and marketing. And Horacio used to have his own e-commerce and manages sales and operations in MBOPack. Today, our team is of 15 employees. So far, we've seen great traction. We've been doubling our revenue every 6 months, and we got our 300,000 shipment last week. And we're expecting to double that on October this year. Today we ship for more than 350 companies in Argentina, including 4 of the top 10 retailers, like Frávega, Falabella, and Walmart. Falabella, that is like Chile's Walmart, even found our solution so useful that they funded our expansion to Chile, where we started operations last month. Today we're looking for our next partner to help us expand to other countries in Latin America. I'm Richie Grant from MBOPack, Ship with Confidence, Ship with MBOPack.
Thank you so much, Richie.
Thank you.
Congrats on your 5th presentation today. It's awesome. Could you talk a little bit about the competitive landscape? Because I know nothing about logistics in Latin America.
Great. Our logistics, our real competence are traditional carriers that maybe in the US they are more developed in digital platforms, but in Argentina and Latin America they are quite behind. So they struggle to give solutions like integrations for e-commerce or tracking information, so that as we are only a software company, we have quite an advantage against them.
How difficult is it to replicate your model in Argentina and other Latin American countries?
It takes its time because you have to some development time and you have to integrate with many carriers. Pero yes, it's timely, costly.
What's the average revenue for the company per transaction?
Good. We have all the type of clients. We have, as I mentioned, Falabella, Frávega, that are big clients. Those clients ship like 5,000 shipments a month. That on average is $12 a shipment. But then we have the smaller clients that only ship less than 100. So we have all the range. We don't have an average.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Carla Lopez. I'm the founder and designer of Isleñas. Isleñas is a footwear brand manufactured with ethical practices in Puerto Rico. Parallel18 was one of the defining factors of me moving back to the island after 18 years. And because my background is in the creative industries, Parallel18 really has taught me about financial projections, cash flow, and KPI metrics. to dress to impress but suffer? Or do I want to seize the day but sacrifice style? This is a very real question many women ask themselves every day, and it should not be taken lightly when deciding on shoes. Shoes affect our mood, our productivity level, and our physical well-being. But oftentimes, aesthetics and comfort are at opposite ends of the conversation. As a footwear designer, I want to fix this. So I present to you Isleñas. Isleñas is a footwear brand manufactured with ethical practices right here in Puerto Rico, and we're bridging the gap between comfort and fashion, so you can confidently conquer your day and the world. We have a few product rules to achieve that. We always launch with shoes that are low heights. Our insoles are always supportive. We use high-quality materials and components, and to extend the life cycle of the shoe, we treat it with the water and dirt repellent. Our mission is to create a positive social impact in Puerto Rico through our manufacturing. We're training and hiring people from underrepresented communities, and this is exactly why we have partnered with nonprofits Soy Ferrer. Our first factory is located in their headquarters in San Juan, and they're helping us to activate people from their community. A few facts on the industry. The biggest segment, and bear with me here, is the women's casual fashion footwear. 30% of transactions were done online in 2018. 41% of millennials have purchased shoes because of a social or ecological mission, and 80% of the overall growth of the industry in 2018 was driven by the quest of comfort. Our business model is direct to consumer. We are focusing on direct to consumer because that allows us to bypass the wholesale markup to offer a higher quality product at a more attainable price. Our price point can remain, because of that, at $105 to $175 with margins of 50% and customer acquisition costs of $12, currently working to lower that. Our revenue streams consist of 50% e-commerce, 25% direct sales. This will be our pop-up events. We've already been in major cities, and if you know anyone in San Francisco, we will be there in June, so spread the word. And 25% of our channels are retail partnerships. We've already partnered with high-end boutiques in the island, and the way we're doing that is by doing specialized exclusive packages for them. One of our biggest challenges is increasing manufacturing capacity because we're doing it in-house. We started the year producing 25 units per month. Today, we're happy to say we're up to 120 units and want to end the year with 500 units. By 2020, we want to double that to be able to generate $1.6 million in sales. Isleñas wants to compete with the major direct-to-consumer footwear brands. We've seen that some of them focus on material innovation but don't do fashion. The ones that do fashion don't focus on comfort features. Isleñas hits all of these buckets. I'm the founder and designer. I've been in the footwear industry over 10 years. My very first shoe training was at Tom's Shoes, back when they started in 2007. My co-founder is an engineer in training and optimizing everything at the factory. Customers love us. We want to reach more of them. This is why we're asking for $400K in investment to increase our manufacturing and marketing efforts. So, if you want to look good, feel good, and do good, purchase Isleñas online. And if you want to be part of the social change that Puerto Rico and the garment industry desperately needs, invest in us. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Carla. Could you please talk about your supply chain and your production costs? Where are you seeing challenges?
We're seeing challenges in logistics. We import all materials to Puerto Rico. Right now we're doing that from New York, Italy, and California. We're trying to research closer to home, so the logistic cost lower. Also, a big part of the footwear industry is the SKU count and the style count, and cash flow because of that. So we're trying to get to a volume that we get the tier pricing as well.
Fashion is very tough tough as a business
Yes.
for investors and also for new startups.
Mhm.
How do you get a marketing idea and presence that's really going to make you discovered and get significant growth?
Mhm. Right now we're trying a few things. What we've seen that works for us very well is being present in the cities that we think we have a market. For example, in New York there's the diaspora, and just from there we've received a lot of support. So we're thinking of entering the cities through the diaspora and then spreading from there.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Testing designed for companies. We actually help institutions hire bilingual individuals by using a robust online platform and evaluating the English proficiency of every single candidate. In the last 5 months that I've been in Puerto Rico, I've seen a lot of the business world here. I think there's a lot of opportunity for disruption, especially when it comes to automation and increased sustainability, and I'm very excited to be a part of it.
What's up, everybody? My name's Sean, and I'm the founder and CEO of EduSync, the new standard for companies to assess English language proficiency. Now, before I tell you about what I do, let me tell you about Patricia. Patricia is the Chief HR Officer of a firm named Adventist, based here in San Juan, an outsourcing company with 750 employees. Now, Patricia has a very interesting problem. Adventist is growing, and they're growing fast. She has to hire 500 people in the next 6 months, and every single one has to be bilingual. So how does she currently do this? She spends weeks of time doing in-person interviews and phone calls, using dozens of Excel sheets to compile the data, her and her team, only to realize they have difficulty in verifying English levels during interviews, and after 2 months, they've spent 150 hours interviewing and vetting unqualified candidates. Introducing EduSync. We provide her and her team with two very specific services. The first is affordable and scalable online testing of English, and the second is detailed analysis and reporting for each and every candidate so that HR teams can hire more quickly and more efficiently. How do we do this? We issue our test 100% online, testing 4 skills: reading, listening, speaking, and writing. We then use a team of 1,000 certified professors from around the world to compile detailed reports within 24 hours for HR teams, and we do it affordably and at scale. We also custom brand the platforms, which people tend to like. Here's an image of the Adventist platform. Candidates will actually log on to using computer or their mobile device and record their voice directly to the computer. Afterwards, they'll get a score, as well as some detailed analysis around how to improve their English. But most importantly, we provide HR teams with very detailed insight for each candidate, rating fluency, flow, rhythm, and even accent. Now, the market is enormous. There are 1.9 billion people on the planet learning English. There are also 675 million English tests taken a year. Our target market, high-stakes English tests and corporate English tests, range in 67.5 million annually. Our business model is also pretty easy. We sell English tests. We charge $20 a test on average, but we have products that range from $15 to $40. With a target market size of 67.5 million and an average ticket price of $20, we have the potential to gross $1.35 billion. Currently, we have 11 institutional clients. We just hit over 51K in revenue as of May 1st, just 3 times as much as we were doing last year, and we have 0 churn, which means when people adopt the platform, they love it and never leave it. Some of our clients include Adventist and Alley-Oop, 2 firms here in Puerto Rico. We also work with Starbucks in Brazil, and most importantly, Berlitz, which is the largest language training firm on the planet, is one of our biggest partners. There's a number of competitors in the space, including 2 large publishers, Oxford and Cambridge, but nobody offers the detailed analysis of speaking and writing testing at the price point we offer it in the entire industry. The team is comprised of 8 people. The 3 executives, Adam, Rodrigo, and I, have over 20 years of experience in startups, over 10 years of experience in teaching languages, and all of us speak at least 2 languages. We're looking for partners currently, both here in Puerto Rico and abroad, specifically corporations with large bilingual workforces. These are 3 examples of companies here in Puerto Rico that we would love to work with. We're also currently fundraising. We're looking for a seed round of $500K to bring us to 100,000 tests sold annually in the next 18 months, which will give us $2 million in recurring revenue. At the end of the day, Patricia just wants to do her job well, hire the right people, and help Aventis grow. With EduSync, we not only make that possible, but we also help Aventis guarantee they have the strongest bilingual workforce in the market. And with your help, we can bring this tech to HR teams in Puerto Rico and around the world. Thank you.
Hello, Sean. Well, I would like to understand which would be your type of target company or your prospect company.
Sure. So right now, to get the low-hanging fruit, we're targeting outsourcing firms and staffing and recruiting firms. Outsourcing firms tend to have a very high rate of turnover. 30 to 40% of employees leave on a yearly basis. And staffing and recruiting firms, obviously, their whole objective is to interview people by the hundreds on a monthly basis.
What do you feel is the next key hire for your team and why?
So the money we're looking to raise is going to be for SDRs to help us sell, but also specifically a product manager because we spend a lot of our time on the product itself, and we're looking to flip that model and do 90% sales and 10% product development as opposed to 90% product development and 10% sales.
How do you recruit your assessors? And how do you ensure consistent quality of assessment?
So the idea is to eventually bring this in-house and have our own team of evaluators, but right now we use a partner that specializes in housing certified English professors. So each and every professor has actually gotten an English language teaching certification, which are called the TESOL or TESOL. And beyond that, many of them have actually worked for some of the big companies doing evaluations for TOEFL and IELTS and some of the big ticket English tests. But right now this is outsourced and we want to bring this in-house.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Álvaro Echeverría, founder and CEO of Facturedo, a fintech company innovating in the working capital financing industry in Latin America. Parallel18 has been an amazing experience. Not only the mentorship quality was exceptional, but the program team was super supportive to open and unlock business opportunities in the island and do business here in Puerto Rico.
Hi everyone. Let me start the presentation telling you the story of 2 people, Elon and Warren, and please don't confuse with these 2. On one side we have Elon, a businessman that produces and sells ice creams to big retailers such as Walmart and Walgreens, clients that pay him in 60 days. During this time, he has to fund activities, analyze risk of his clients, and perform collections, activities that he doesn't have the resources or skills to do. On the other side, we have Warren, a high net worth individual that is constantly looking for investment opportunities that is tired of low returns, long maturities, as well as limited diversification of traditional asset classes. Facturedo brings the solution to both of them. We are an invoice discounted marketplace that on one side we help SMEs obtain liquidity from their commercial receivables, as well as investors access a new asset class. We as a marketplace take care of every operational aspect of the transaction, including risk analysis, collections, and trade settlement. So both of the parties end up this happy. Our business model is purely transactional. We charge a set of fees to each of the parties that add up to a revenue between 1% and 5% of the transaction, depending on maturity and ticket size. And we're tackling a huge market. Last year, $133 billion were discounted, or invoices discounted in the region, an amount that was 2.5% of the GDP. In the same period, Europe discounted $1.9 trillion, which represented 9.1% of their GDP. So if you do a little bit the maths, you see that there is a massive opportunity here. We actually believe that the market has the potential to double within the next 5 years due to 3 macro trends. The massive adoption of electronic invoicing, potential regulatory changes in the region, as well as the use of technology in the industry. So we're tapping into a blue ocean. Our customers are small and medium-sized businesses that have been forgotten by the traditional industry. But we have a better solution than these traditional agents, because we are 100% online. We aim to provide liquidity in 48 hours. The rate is determined by a marketplace, and we have a dynamic risk and pricing model that makes us smarter than them. We know that we are not the only company innovating in the industry, in the region, but as of today, we are the only one with a marketplace model fully focused on invoice discounting and with presence in more than one country in the region. We are currently present in Chile, where we started, Peru, and Mexico, and we plan to launch Puerto Rico very soon. We have a team of 20 people with plenty of experience in finance, technology, e-commerce, and marketing. Have transacted more than $12 million since we started, settling more than 1,100 transactions. Our current loan book has more than 200 loans and $3.5 million under management. And since we started in Parallel18, we had almost double historical volume finance from 7 million in January until $12 million right now, so we're growing very fast. We raised $500,000 during the program, as well as applied for a financial intermediary license to operate in Puerto Rico. We're looking for CLS, clients or customers, that want to obtain liquidity or offer liquidity to their suppliers, liquidity of the platform, investors that want to invest in this asset class and obtain between 15 and 20% IRR annually, and smart capital, partners that want to help us grow in the region, in Latin America, Caribbean, and Spanish-speaking States. And that's just only the beginning. Next year, we plan to finance $100 million only in 2020, operate in 5 countries in the region, and launch new products with the objectives we have in the first day, which is basically become the option #1 for LATAM SMEs for their liquidity. Thank you very much, and join us.
Thanks, Alvaro. How do you generate demand on the platform? How are you finding the customers looking to factor their receivables?
So all the growth so far has come mostly from marketing online and the sales efforts that came from the country managers. We just hired last week our first sales executive in Peru, our largest market, and we need to test other growth channels, but it's going to mostly come from marketing online and sales.
Hi, Alvaro. How is it the transaction? It occurs mostly online, all online, or you have some friction with signing and physical presence?
So we have several principles in our business, and one of them is that the transaction has to be 100% online. So when we started in Chile, everybody was challenging us about that. Like, everyone goes to the notary to sign some papers, and we decided that we were not going to do that, so we are sticking to our principle of being everything 100% online.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Business's hub for all things language, such as translation, interpretation, and corporate language courses. Parallel18 has been such an extraordinary ally for me personally, as well as for OGMA. Since I was a fellow and then went into pre-18 and later on Gen.6, it really helped us to double our revenue in 2019, and then afterwards it even helped us to learn how to scale our business internationally. It's been an amazing experience.
Hi, my name is Carla
Rosa, and I'm really excited to welcome you today to Ogma Language Studio. A single word can do a lot of damage. So when this word was translated as intoxicated instead of poisoned in a hospital in Florida, that had two huge repercussions. A $71 million lawsuit, and even worse, it almost cost someone's life. I think it's safe to say that language is important, and the wrong word can cost a lot. But don't take it from me, see for yourself. One word, 6 industries, 6 different translations. These are all correct, but they mean different things in different contexts. In business, what we say and how we communicate should never be open to interpretation. That's where we come in. Ogma is here to break the language barrier because we know that communication is essential to success in business and in life. Through our one-stop-shop approach, we solve all of your communication needs. Translation, localization, even transcreation, we do it all. Our role is to make sure that your business's message gets across through the best method, so you can tell the world what you do, how you do it, and in words that your target will understand. We achieve this through our 4-tier format: context, culture, technology, and expertise. Our global network of 23 industry-driven language experts understands a specific jargon, knows how to use it accurately in your field, in the language of your choosing, and using the latest technologies to do so faster. But how do we do it? We generate revenue by preparing custom service packages that respond to your specific language needs, as well as on a project-by-project basis. Either way, we centralize our services so your message is consistent through every single channel, and our numbers speak for themselves. Since entering Parallel18, we've had incredible traction. We have doubled our language experts and grown 472% from last year to today. Even better than that, we have been able to grow a lot, and I forgot this slide, but it's okay. Oh yeah, that's it. So yeah, we've translated and revised. Sorry, we've translated and revised more than 1.7 million words and generated over $323,000 in revenue. But there's a lot of opportunity out there. So the language service provider market is a $53 billion market, and the machine translation market is estimated to be valued at close to $1 billion by 2022. So far, though, we've worked with over 50 companies in Puerto Rico and the US in fields such as healthcare, law, advertising, finance, and software. Ogma's core philosophy is always moving towards innovation. This has helped our translators to be able to increase every work that they do. And not only that, but we want to develop our own language tech. We have had our best customer service experience, and this is what sets us apart from the competition. We offer global, tech-enabled language solutions that are tailored to your industry. Ogma's team consists of myself, Diana, Nicole, and Margarita. We have over 23 years of combined experience in translation, interpretation, editing, project management, and IT. What does the future hold for Ogma? We are confident that we will continue to grow our profits, create more jobs, develop our own language technology, increase our presence in Puerto Rico and the US, ultimately becoming the preferred brand of choice. But our journey is just getting started. So, if you're the strategic partner we need to keep innovating, if you're a language expert looking for flexible hours, or if your business has any language needs, look for the colorful circle that brings the world together. And when you reach out, be sure to say us that you saw us at Demo Day to get 10% off your next job with us, your first job with us. Thank you so much. You know, translation is a very antiquated business. Right now, everything is done in Word, on paper, and there are a few computer-assisted translation tools in the market, but part of what we want to do is innovate in that field. We want this field to get into the 21st century, integrating those latest technologies and making it better to optimize the services that those translators, interpreters, and language experts are able to offer. That's why.
How do you attain customers, and what's the average customer worth?
Okay, so right now it's referrals mostly. That was very surprising to us. One client would refer the next. They love the work that we do. They love the quality of it and how it's very industry oriented. And all of the projects or the tickets can range all the way from $50 to our biggest one, which has been $27,000.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Federico Araujo. I am the CEO and co-founder of Hackmetrics. Hackmetrics is the easiest way to know if your company is vulnerable to hackers. Thanks to Parallel18, we discovered a new market segment for Hackmetrics in Puerto Rico.
So, the timer is on. Hello everyone, my name is Adrián Araujo. I am the CEO of Hackmetrics. We are hackers with suits. Over the past few years, we have seen some very important businesses get hacked. Some like Uber, Facebook, JP Morgan, Equifax, lost millions of dollars and had catastrophic consequences on their reputation to the hackers. And now, the average cost of a single data breach was up to $13 million companies last year. But this one player that we don't talk about and that always pays for these hacks. Insurance companies. These companies, cyber insurance, pay out millions of dollars for every incident. That's why we create Hackmetrics. Hackmetrics scans customers' website and networks and provides hackers a hacker view of a customer. Sorry. Hackmetrics provide a hacker view of a customer security posture and create a easy to understand score with the real risk of a business being hacked. Last year, we was working with more than 800 companies. That includes the government of Chile, startups, software factories, and they found vulnerabilities before hackers do, and obviously they fix it. And now we are aiming to work with insurance companies and their customers, allowing them to optimize premium pricing, reduce security incidents, reduce claims by over 40%, and of course, as a consequence, grow the revenue. Let's talk about the opportunity. Cybersecurity market was 172 billion last year, and cyber insurance specifically accounts for 4.52 billion of the entire pie, a market segment that has grown 30% the past year. We can say that cybersecurity market revenue is led by cyber insurance. Some traditional giants are working with tools like science to measure the risk, but the data comes from a basic cyber risk form answered by the very customers who are seeking cyber insurance. And they say, yeah, we have an anti-malware solution, but that doesn't really say how hackable customers are, and it doesn't provide insurance peace of mind. Hackmetrics creates that data about the real risk and monitor the system of the customers looking for new security holes. As I said before, we have been working with more than 800 companies to secure these platforms, and we achieved more than $170,000 in sales of cybersecurity services. And now, in Puerto Rico, we have a partnership with Elegir Seguro. We have an intention letter to work with CHOP and the main bank of the island, Banco Popular. We have a really strong team. Alejandro and Federico, they are the hackers of the team. They have been working as a security consultant for more than 7 years. Nando, he's our all-in-one guy. He has experience as a developer and he has a marketing degree. And me, I am a two-time entrepreneur and I sold my last startup to a group of investors. So, if you want to survive in the war against hackers, talk to me.
Thank you, Andrew. Does your platform have any proprietary technology that's enabling to do this better or differently than other companies are?
We are not a scanner. We are an engine that runs the best scanners of the market, like Nessus, Wapiti, Burpsy.
how is it your market strategy and how do you acquire clients?
Okay, we have a free version of our product direct to businesses, middle market, in order to get data about the consumers. And we have a sales strategy, a really high touch strategy to acquire insurance companies.
When you start working with the biggest companies, how do you ensure that you're always at the cutting edge of this technology?
Can you repeat the question? Sorry.
When you start working with the biggest companies, they're going to want to make sure that you ensure you're at the cutting edge of the technology, that you can guarantee that you're really going to find everything out there. How are you going to keep yourself at the cutting edge?
We can't guarantee that we can find every vulnerability because there is a new one vulnerability every day. So we can be on the top of security by some scripts and by using the best scanners of the market. And we are an advisor. We can say, okay, this is the Hackmetrics scoring, that the decision to take the risk or not of an insurance of a new subscription is the insurance has to take the decision. We are an advisor. We create the score.
Thank you.
Hello, my name is Domingo, and I am Chief of Unicorn Sales Divisions at Utrack.
Hi, my name is Nicolas, and I'm Utrack's Chief Troublemaker.
After the program, we have a better perspective on how to scale the business in different cultures and also in our organization.
So Utrack is a sales logistics automation platform, and we help companies understand which key behavior indicators, or KPIs, drives the best results for the best sales executives. To answer one big question, who wouldn't want for everyone in their team to be as good as their best?
Utrack.com.
Hi, it is a pleasure to be here. My name is Nicolas, and I am Utrack's Chief Troublemaker. And we help companies make their field sales teams the most productive they can be. So what's the biggest problem for field sales? For the past 2 years, we had more than 1,000 meetings with different sales managers. 990 of them don't know how they're going to meet quota. They rely on hope. Somehow the planets are going to line up. And the reason they rely on hope is because they can't really see what's going on. Most companies only measure the end results. They are really focused on a couple of key performance indicators, or KPIs, like the amount of sales and margin. But they don't really see what's working and what's not. The secret recipe relies on measuring the behaviors that are driving the best performance, so they can work with those behaviors to achieve scalable results over time. To make things even worse, they collect the data by hand, or they trust a CRM, which is filled whenever and however they want. They might be collecting bullshit metrics. Utrack is a SLAP, a sales logistics automation platform. We help salespeople track their behaviors, not only to avoid getting lost in vanity metrics, but also to understand which are the key behavior indicators, or KPIs, that drives their best performance. And for managers, who wouldn't want for each person on their team to be as good as the best? How do we do it? In one easy-to-use and beautiful mobile application. We gather all key data automatically. The geolocated map shows the clients on their profile, so they can plan and optimize routes to save time. The app does an automatic check-in and check-out after revisits, and allows them to fill out a dynamic form to measure the result of each meeting and know if they're a success. So let me tell you the story about Falabella, the second largest retail in Latam, $17 billion valuation. After only 3 months working together, we increased their number of visits and their performance by 6%. They also reduced their resources by 22%, still achieving those results. That meant 700% ROI for them. Entel, Lipigas, Banco Santander, and more than other 40 happy customers working with us in Chile, Colombia, Mexico, and of course, Puerto Rico. We are a SaaS, a software as a service, so we charge a monthly fee per user. Latam market is huge. There are more than 10 million executive sales people, so that's 1.5 billion. Last year, we grew 360%, and since we arrived to Puerto Rico, we jumped from 23K to 42K. That's 83% growth. And there is more. We are partnering with different CRMs to make it accessible to more than 55 million users, insights that in no other way they could have. Geolocation is the core of our technology. Last year, we won an award as the best geolocation app in Latam by Interlat Colombia. We have the best team. We are 4 teams with different backgrounds, working together for the past 2 years, committed to take your team to the next level. We are raising a seed round to ramp up sales and improve our platform to scale. So I only have one question for you. Does your company know your how?
Hi, Nicolas. Which is your regional strategy? What are your next steps to develop U-Track in other countries?
That's a really good question. So at the beginning, we thought that inbound was the way, but no one goes into Google down sales logistics automation platform. So we built an outbound team, and we're improving it, but the secret is on building strong relationships with different CRMs to be on their marketplaces, to go to different companies like Accenture that they do consulting on the technical side, and they work with these companies that we want to work, or with people that do sales training. So we need to build those relationships.
So 2-part question. First is, what are some of the common KPIs you see across different industries? And the second is, how do you get these field people to actually use and track with your app? Because many of them don't even like using CRMs.
So if you would be a salespeople, I think it would be attractive to you to actually understand which are the behaviors that are driving the best results for the best people, so you can measure yourself and do exactly that, and maybe not rely on hope. So that's how we do it. And the other part was, sorry? Oh, which are the KPIs? Yeah, it depends on industry to industry, but for example, some managers really worry, how much time are my salespeople spending at the office or at the field? How long does it take the average meeting? What is a healthy geographical coverage each month? Do they plan their routes? How much percentage do they meet after they plan their routes? If it's medic system, standard training system, whatever sales method that they use.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Laura Tirado. I am co-founder in Uva, and we're a food delivery company. The reason why I chose Parallel is because it has great mentors, resources, and it has helped us flourish and grow.
Hi, and thanks for coming to our field day. So let's meet Natalia. Natalia is a doctor and a pretty good one at that. She's a career-oriented professional that has a family, a dog, cares about the environment, and ultimately understands that in order to be well and be productive, she has to eat well. But you see, Natalia, like I'm sure most of you do, really understands that time is a valuable and scarce resource for which she'd rather not spend cooking or cleaning, but instead create memories and being more productive. And click food. We've invented a time machine because what's the best way to spend time than to not waste it. Uva is the leading delivery platform in Puerto Rico and the only one that genuinely cares about your future self. And so to do that, we deliver from top of the mind this great quality restaurants. And it seems there's a lot of people like Natalia out there because last year we closed with 3 million sales, last month with more than 500,000, all with an average ticket price of $40 and a customer that doesn't seem to churn. And well, if that doesn't get you excited, well, maybe this will. This has all been possible thanks to our wonderful and premium clients. And to have premium clients, you really do need a premium platform. So Uva is the only food delivery platform in Puerto Rico that has no markups, no hidden fees, no additional service fees, and so we guarantee that the cost that you pay in Uva is the same exact cost as you would in the restaurant. And now that you know that you're actually saving money when you're ordering from Uva, add an additional bottle of wine to your cart, because why not? And the way we do it is just super simple and straightforward. It's a 25% revenue sharing with the restaurant and a $6.50 flat delivery fee for the client. That you can, one, think as a tip you would have anyway given the waiter, or two, have for free if you tag us on Instagram. This has all been possible thanks to a wonderful team of more than 400 drivers, 6 dispatchers, 4 developers, and 5 partners that all together have experiences in marketing, business, operations, law, technology, and expanding to new cities. And so we're super eager to grow, and we want you to grow with us. And that's why we're raising $500,000 to expand to the whole island. And well, if you're not running up your seats to go and write us a check, well, at least let us feed you. Use code P18 on your next order for free delivery. Thank you.
Thanks, Lana. How are you setting up the company to be able to withstand the competitive dynamics of the market and the players that are in it and coming into it?
Okay, so competition is great for capitalism. That's been great for us. And when other competitors have come to Puerto Rico, we've really showed force because we have exclusivity contracts with the restaurants. And also, they're focusing on a different market, so they would focus on fast food chains, and we focus on higher quality restaurants and that. So it's the differentiator that really sets us apart.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Mehul. I'm one of the co-founders of Savor, and at Savor we are combating global plastic pollution, and we're doing it by creating edible cutlery, starting with edible spoons. So our products aren't just radically better for the environment, they're also delicious. And if we hadn't been able to come to P18, we wouldn't have been able to meet such a great group of founders here at the office, and we wouldn't have been able to spend time on this beautiful island, so we're really, really grateful to be here.
Savor, and at Savor we are combating the global plastic pollution crisis. But we're now realizing some stunning truths, some stunning facts about what we're doing to our planet. We know now that by 2050 we're going to have more plastic in our oceans than fish. Think about that for a moment. More plastic in our oceans than fish. And just a little bit over half of that plastic that ends up in our waterways, our oceans, and our landfills is plastic that we only use one time. They are our plastic spoons and our stirrers and our coffee cup lids. And so at Savor, we're tackling this global pollution crisis by actually reinventing and replacing these single-use products that we use every single day with products that are radically better for our planet. And we're starting with a product that's so sustainable, you can actually eat it.
It's our edible spoon. And before I get into exactly what makes our spoon so special, I want to take a look at what this market has traditionally looked like. If you look at any product, there's actually two things that make it sustainable or not. Is it made sustainably? And can it be disposed of sustainably? And if you look at traditional plastic, it fails pretty poorly on both counts. It's made from oil, and it never really goes away. And the second big category of product in this market, compostable plastics, or PLA, they're a little bit better because they're made typically from plants, but they require industrial composting to degrade, and 95% of these products don't end up in industrial composting facilities. So Savor products are all the way in the top right-hand corner of this chart. They're always made from renewable resources, and they always degrade sustainably. So let's take a look at our spoon. Unlike plastic, it biodegrades in days. It's made from really, really simple ingredients that we've been using for millennia, flour and water, but we've patented a way to actually compress these so that they're hard enough to use as a spoon, but soft enough to eat. For all you millennials in the room, it's 2 grams of protein. Don't worry, it's healthy. And most importantly, it works. It lasts for 30 plus minutes in a hot soup. It goes well with your ice cream or your gelato or your soft serve or your parfait. And it's just a joy to use. Here's our honey vanilla spoon with some brown butter ice cream. Here's our sea salt with some tomato bisque soup. And for the companies that are adopting it, it makes a whole lot of sense because they're actually able to charge a premium to customers who are increasingly demanding alternatives to single-use plastic. And we've taken our commitment to sustainability all the way to our packaging and our supply chain. So where are we so far? When we started Parallel18, we had a great product. We can make about 100 of these a day in a lab, but it costs us $6 a spoon. We've driven down the cost of our product all the way down to 12 cents. We've expanded our production capacity all the way to 10,000 units a day. We started selling. We were really fortunate to launch this product at the Super Bowl, which is just an incredible place to debut a consumer brand. We're selling at Quality's Coffee, and in a couple of weeks we'll be launching at some chains nationwide, including Batdorf and Bronson and Jamba Juice. The third thing we've done is we've built out a great team, including on our advisory board, the president of Focus Brands, which is a company that owns Cinnabon and Schlotzsky's and Auntie Anne's. And at our core, at Savor, what we're really about is being the most delicious way to end plastic. And we've raised $1 million so far in seed funding. If you want to help out, if you've got a restaurant or a coffee chain or a shop, we love to talk about stocking Savor products there. If you want to help out and you just want spoons at home, you can pre-order at savorware.com. Thank you all so very, very much.
Why edible? Because my guess is people are not going to eat the part that they used to handle the spoon, right? Why don't you just make it biodegradable? I mean, it seems like a nice, catchy thing, but what's the point?
2 reasons. First of all, this market has traditionally been a commodity market. The winners are the people who can produce the most product at the lowest price for the most people. And we are actually being a brand in what's traditionally been a commodity space. So we're actually selling our products 25 to 50 times more expensive than the traditional status quo, and people are paying that premium price. The second thing is there is no technology that I've seen, and I looked at everything that's in the labs, that's within 10 to 15 years of commercializability. Most we've seen that are degradable actually filter out into microplastics and cause other damage to the environment. So we are going for the radically better solutions, but we also want to launch something in the market and get distribution as opposed to waiting till we have the perfect product.
Are you thinking about Asia as that's where 90+% of that plastic in the ocean is coming from and not the US?
So that's a great question. We see our primary market starting in the US and North America. We also see a strong market in Europe because they're farther ahead in a lot of sustainable plastics. And in Asia, we see places like Taiwan, which has already banned plastics. They're phasing them out by 2030. But part of the problem in Asia is actually not that Asia is resulting in plastic pollution. About half of our plastic in the US, we were shipping over to Asian countries like China to recycle. And that's why a lot of that plastic is coming from Asia. A lot of that is our plastic in the first place. And we're seeing a huge crisis where China, for example, is not recycling plastic anymore. They've said, hey, we're not taking the West's waste. And so that's why this has become an even bigger issue in places like the United States, because we don't know where to take this plastic and recycle it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Jacinto, founder of Unicorn Games. At Unicorn, we are connecting physical toys with mobile apps. Actually, companies like Disney, Hasbro, and Turner use our technology, and we are very happy to be part of Gen.6 Parallel18 program. They bring us a framework to work in the growth of our company. So, thank you, team.
Hi, my name is Jacinto. I'm founder of Unicorn Games. At Unicorn, we are bringing the toys to life. Nowadays, each kid in America spends 4 hours a day in front of a screen. They are digital natives, so they prefer digital experiences. However, toys manufacturers are still creating analog toys, like this castle. That castle was designed 19 years ago. So at that point, we come in. We introduce a digital layer to that toy. Let's see what happens. Okay, kids build a castle and they can interact with the device over their cage. We broke up dragons, fire, transitions, all effects around our digital and physical experience. The result? The digital version of the toy sold 3 more times than the analog one. The digital assets make the toy stand out in the store, so retailers love it and start to suggest to their clients. Also, the technology was featured at the CES, the Customer Electronics Show at Las Vegas. Thus, bring us and the brand a lot of PR and free advertisement. A few months later, we start to work with Anchor Play Products, Disney, Cartoon Network, all of these brands who use our technology in their products. But what do we do for the brands? We are a B2B solution that helps them in their digital transformation. We do it in a simple, easy, and seamless process with our platform. We charge them an onboarding fee. After that, they pay an annual subscription for each toy connected to the platform. Small companies pay us $25K, the biggest one pays $65K per toy. With that platform, they can create digital experiences in a store to promote their brand. Also, they have access to analytics, a data unknown before us. So, we are really focused in being the best or the main company providing this solution for board games, bricks, stuffed toys, and cars. How should the market? Oh, sorry. Well, but is really enough market for that segment? Well, the connected toys expected to be $69 billion in the next year. Sounds enormous, but it's 1/3 of the actual size of the toy market. We are really focused to provide the solution only in the specific segment, and we prefer to thinking in the bottom up. Right now, we are working with that companies. Each of that companies manage 10 brands. Each brand has at least 10 products. So you have 100 potential toys to connect to the platform for each client you get. Also, we are talking with 50 clients in the States. And the full list of a small and medium enterprise toys manufacturer is over 2,000 companies. Here in the Iceland, we are working with Cabezudos, a local brand that promotes the Puerto Rican culture in kids living in the States. Also, for the cars product, companies like Toyota and Lexus are using our technology to promote the brand and give a family behavior experience. Right now, we are looking to expand our commercial office to the United States and grow in our platform. Improve to create new ways to change the kids' play today. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So for for the panel to better understand, do you only build for packaging, or do you also build for games?
No, we create experience for the product, for the toy. That's create an interaction between the toy and the kids. We always try to foment the group of play.
How do you acquire customers today, and how do you expect to do so over the next 12 to 18 months?
Okay, the main channel we are using right now is shows, toy fairs. We attend to them, and we talk with each exhibit company at the store. The other way, we make outbound. We profiling the companies that have between 5 to 12 employees with an annual revenue between 4 million and 10 million. And we are focusing that segment on small and medium companies that needs someone to take care of all the digital aspects of the company.
Hi, do you consider yourself a product company or a service company?
Well, we are really focused in service companies. We don't take of any product or customize each product for kids. We have a platform that's allowed to connect board games, in that case, bricks and stuffed toys, and it's the only segment we work, and it's a standard process, and we're focused to do that.
Thank you.
Founder of Cinco. Cinco is a software for the pharmaceutical companies to save lives by managing risk in the manufacturing equipment. Without PA-18, we would be 35% behind in our development, and we would not be able to close our second pilot by the end of this year. PA-18 has been instrumental in Cinco's growth. Thank you, PA-18.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Igneris Franco, co-founder of Cinco, software that allows pharmaceutical companies save lives by managing risk in their manufacturing equipment. The lock button of the iPhone malfunctioning, it's annoying. The injection button of the EpiPen can kill you. All it takes is one death. That quality defect in the life sciences can end up costing billions of dollars in fines and lawsuits. So what process exists to prevent that death? It is called quality risk management. It is required by most regulatory agencies, but today it is done on paper with electronic dump data, and it takes over 800 man-hours in meetings. So while Elon Musk sends cars to the moon, my customer is stuck here, making life decisions based on paper. That's why, a year ago, we started developing Cinco, a quality risk management software for the life sciences industry. So let's imagine this compression machine. Before that machine starts manufacturing drugs, I, as the engineer, need to understand the drug's critical quality attributes, because that's the stuff that can kill you. But I also need to understand the machine's functionalities that can impact the drug's critical quality attributes. So how do I know what to test? And how do I know what's critical and what's not critical? That's where Cinco comes in. Cinco manages product data and uses risk management to specifically link the functionalities of the machine that will directly impact the critical quality attributes of the drug, helping engineers test what matters, drug quality and patient safety, but also helping quality managers be ready for an audit, avoiding billions of dollars in fines. There are other solutions out there that try to do what we do, but being both a software that's exclusively based on risk leaves us alone in our quadrant. Puerto Rico is the best place to start. We have over 70 pharma sites on the island and 10 of the top 20 multinationals. And those multinationals are the ones that will help our product scale. Quality management software is a growing industry, estimated to be $14 billion by 2023. We can address $420 million with our revenue model of business-to-business software as a service. With our software's base price, $30,000 per packaging line, we are targeting $12 million in the next 4 years. But none of this would have been possible without the help of our multi-talented team, with over 50 years experience in the pharma industry. I myself have been a sales engineer for the past 12, knowing firsthand my customers' pain. We launched our MVP in January, and we have our first pain pilot as an equipment manufacturer, and we're currently negotiating our next 2 pilots with a biotech and an oral dose manufacturer. We're currently raising funds to ensure data integrity and electronic signature. So come and join us to Cinco, a $420 million opportunity, a 50 years experience team to address a $1 billion industry pain and help the life sciences save time, save money, and save lives. Thank you.
My understanding is the sales cycle for bringing in new software and making new processes for decisions in pharma is very long. How do you make this process a shorter sales cycle when it's a company's taking a risk using a new kind of software?
That's a great question. And yes, I've been a sales engineer for the pharma industry for 12 years, so I know that it takes more than 6 months to close a deal. So what we're currently doing is we're targeting those customers that we really know and that really need the software, that they have been visited by FDA. So as soon as they start using it, they like it, to go back from using Cinco, it's going to be harder. So that's one of our strategies.
Hi. Are the biggest companies of this industry using any other software in the US, for example?
Okay, so that's an excellent question. There's many softwares that are quality management software. What we do is called quality risk management software. What we're doing is we're using risk management as our backbone for the service, for the software. And risk management helps the engineer. So doing quality management and quality risk management tells you what's risky for the drug and for the patient. And that's the difference, what we're doing right now. So we haven't found quality risk management software out there yet.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Edwin Pardo, co-founder and business developer officer from Data Wi-Fi. Data Wi-Fi is a platform that helps business to acquire, sell, using the Wi-Fi. We decided to apply Parallel18 because we felt it was the ideal ecosystem to boost our company. And we are definitely not mistaken. It has been the ideal place to build knowledge thanks to the mentors and business that we made here on the island.
Hi. I want to thank you, the Academy, my first slide, come here. Also, thank you to Parallel18 and of course the Puerto Rican Science, Technology and Trust Research. Here we go. So, do you know how many ads we see daily? Let's think about that. There's a lot of ads we see. An average person is impacted for around 5,000 ads that include online and offline ads. Consumers are traveling between offline and online every day. Let's see an example. eBay, the online retailer. They just opened a store in the UK to showcase their products and understand how visitors in the real store can drive sales to online. So no matter if you are a big or a small business, you must connect your online marketing with real life results. So the challenge is transform clicks into customers. So Data Wi-Fi is the solution. we are a platform that helps you to acquire and qualify sell leads using Wi-Fi networks. We use the Wi-Fi technology already in place to detect who visits your business and build audiences that perform 4 times better than just online advertising. And you know it works because we measure every action on our platform. Let's see an example. Viva Éxito, the biggest shopping mall in Latin America. We collect enough anonymous data to understand crowd flow and consumer behavior on site. Then we connect their Wi-Fi network with social logging to acquire new customers and understand their interest on site. Now, the business knows where the customers are, who they are, and what they want. We use this information to create an audience, and we connect all this data with the CRM and other sources to use this audience and launch an SMS campaign to promote car insurance. Our customers sell more than $25,000 in just one weekend. That's why our customers are happy to reduce the gap between offline and online, and of course make money with better sales qualified leads. We have expertise in 4 sectors: government, retail, banking, and hospitality. This has allowed us to generate a significant traction. By this year, we expect to grow by 50%, and now we have signed contracts for $300,000, and we expect to double that in the coming months. Data Wi-Fi helps to connect more than 15 million of unique users. We have more than 10,000 access points with contracts from 1 to 5 years. That means a lifetime value worth $200,000. We are compatible with the most important Wi-Fi hardware vendors in the world. That allows us to create a partner ecosystem in Colombia, Peru, Ecuador, and now Puerto Rico. We are very proud to invest time and money to keep our resellers ready to recommend, implement, and resell our platform. Our business model is simple and 100% scalable. We charge a license fee per each Wi-Fi access point that use our platform. Our resellers bundle these services with another that they already offer to the end customers. The market opportunity is huge. There are hundreds of bank offices, thousands of hotels, and numberless retail stores. We have competitors, but none of them have our regional presence or technology to acquire and qualify sale leads. We have a great team with many women on it, so we believe in gear power. So there are more than 35 years of experience in different areas. So we are opening our first round, so let's transform clicks into your customers. Thank you.
Thank you so much for this presentation. What are the key wins that you so far have delivered to your customers?
Okay, we are focused to help them to increase their sales, to connect the online marketing that they really do with offline sales. So that's the best key that we are helping.
So to follow up on that, do you have traction about, do you have numbers around how many sales, by how much % has been increased with your customers?
Okay, the example I show you, the car insurance, that's the sales that we have right now. That helps to Seguros Éxito, this is a brand of the mall, to sell $25,000 in 1 week, just using our platform.
Hi, which is the team previous experience?
Okay, thank you for that question. I am a telematic engineer, and I also have an MBA. My co-founder is a telecommunication engineer with a master's degree in open source. And Maria Claudia, the third founder, she's an international business administrator. We are the 3 co-founders. And all the team are a great team. They are seeing me by streaming in Colombia. We are very focused on product development that our customer needs. We are very proud to invest time, we invest money to keep our team growing and academical and technological.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Pitches are officially over. How do you think it went?
What an awesome group of startups. But the real troopers have been you guys, our audience. So please go ahead, get up, stretch those legs, and let's give you a big round of applause. We're not quite done yet. So investors are about to go backstage to select their winning startup. However, we have a bit of power too. So please pull out your phones, visit this website, and vote for your favorite startups, who will be winning the People's Love Award.
Hi, my name is David Alvarez-Guider, and I recently joined the Parallel18 team for a very special project, Facebook Startup Hub Caribbean. This joint venture between the social media giant and Parallel18 aims to support Caribbean-based startups creating social impact in the region. By providing the tools and resources and mentorship, we aim to accelerate their development, and we're very proud of the 10 companies that are here to pitch their startups today at Demo Day. Here they are.
Alright, hello, my name is Luis and I'm from the Dominican Republic. Applying to college can be a very inefficient, stressful, and frustrating process for many students, especially international students. And why is that? Well, the admission process has many moving parts: essays, exams, recommendation letters, and of course, you have to find scholarships to pay for college. And that's why we created EduPass, a platform that helps students navigate the admission process by providing them with peer-to-peer mentorship and reliable information so that they can make smart choices and get the funding. Since our inception, we've been able to help 300 students access over $8 million in savings. And we know that having that access to quality education will transform the lives. We sold $300,000 last year, and we're in the mark of selling $500,000 this year. That's why we opened 2 additional markets, Colombia and Ecuador, and we're looking to partner with organizations that want to create this instrument for here in Puerto Rico or Peru. And we also are creating a new platform using artificial intelligence to match people's profile with the scholarship opportunities so that other people can also tackle the opportunities of having access to a quality education. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Winston Wilkins from Hacker Hostel. North American tech companies spend a lot of time and money recruiting talent. Meanwhile, in their backyard, Caribbean software developers struggle to find interesting, well-paying jobs. We have been working with senior software engineers from North American markets to work with local software developers in the region to fill those tech jobs remotely. We have been doing this over the last 2 years, and so far we've trained 200 software developers and Caribbean locals. We are looking for companies to work with the best of our talent pool. So if you see me around, talk to me. I'm interested in working with your companies. Thank you very much.
Hello everyone, my name is Andres Contreras. I have a question for each one of you. What is your greatest fear? Unfortunately, for many children, the answer is math. The reasons are many. The good thing is that all the challenges are addressable. I've been able in the classroom to help many students go from hating math to loving math. And the question is, how can we do that and go beyond just helping a handful of students to help the over 100 million students who in Latin America are, according to international assessment, below the average compared to other countries? The answer is technology. That's why we have created OCUS. OCUS is a digital platform that offers high-quality, interactive content created by teachers and PhDs in applied mathematics to make teaching easier and also learning more fun. And with your help, we are looking for the right support so that we can help those students who are unable to achieve their dreams because of their fear of math. Thank you so much.
Hi everyone, my name is Marcelo Garcia. I'm representing Agrobits, a company from Puerto Rico. So why Agrobits? Well, the reality is that 1/3 of the world population lives in dry area. 60% of the fresh water is used in irrigation. And that water, about 80% is wasted due to conventional irrigation system. This is why we came up with this technology called Agrobits, which are small spheres made from natural ingredients and water, and it has a small release mechanism that delivers the water and the nutrients to the plant when needed. I'm proud to say that we're selling already all over the US and Puerto Rico due to the mentorship of Parallel18, but we are planning to expand even worldwide. We are a full team. We have engineers, we have marketing people, and we have lawyers, so we have the full backup. So if you want to be part of the change today and revolutionize the way we grow plants, come and find me, okay? Thank you very much.
Morning, I think it's the morning. Good afternoon, everybody. I am Shania. I'm the co-founder of Cohort.com. So companies have two things, right? One is to grow and two is to be profitable. There's only two ways you can actually do this. You do this by selling more products to your existing customers, or you try to find new customers in different markets. The problem is that you all have MVPs that are validated by a singular market, and you have gone out to validate those in your own communities, but now you're trying to expand. How can I possibly expand our product to a community or market that I have done no validation in at all? We can't just assume that the rest of the world is going to love our product because it's great in Puerto Rico, it's great in Mexico, great in Argentina. What we do on our platform is that we have trained thousands of field researchers to actually go out and do in-person, face-to-face communication and interactions in their own local communities with actual or potential customers. So for example, today, I'd come and I probably would ask you to raise your hands of who likes the new type of popcorn that is being distributed by Walmart. Or I may just ask you what's the new brand of Colgate and whether you like their new Minty Fresh. Because in Latin America, or palettes for hot food may just distort how Minty Fresh actually tastes. And that's something that Colgate wants to find out about. So if you're really interested, you can actually just go to apply.quertel.com, and if you want to make some extra money on the side, being a field researcher, this is the perfect way to start. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Jonas Acevedo from Chart Focus VR. Chart Focus VR has the mission to improve attention span for 39 million people around the world with attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, a condition that affects their academic and professional performance. In order to help them increase attention, reaction times, and memory, we create a non-medicated training process in virtual reality technology. We expect decrease medication approach and disrupt the $73 billion digital healthcare and educational markets with a new way to treat attention difficulties. We are growing and focused on reaching ADHD people to put our solution in their hands. We are looking for partners in the healthcare and digital education industries to help us to change millions of people's lives. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Charlie Fuentes. I'm one of the co-founders at Stageful, and we're on a mission to enable more live music all around the world. As many of you may know, booking live music can be a very hard and lengthy process between searching for what you want, dealing with contracts, and paying the musicians. It can take a lot of time and a lot of work. That's why we created Stageful, the first digital platform where you can search, book, and pay for musicians all in one place. We have reduced the process of booking artists and live music from 30 days to 15 minutes. Right now, if you have a next event, a birthday, or a party, you can go to stageful.com and you can do this really quickly and securely. And if you're a musician or know a musician, please send them our way to enable more live music all around the world. Thank you.
Good morning. My name is Javier Gomez from the Dominican Republic, and I can tell you that more than half of the companies in our region are small and they're struggling to grow. The more clients they get, the busier their departments get. They're spending more time doing clerical work, which reduces their ability to capture more clients and be more productive. To try and solve this, they go through the daunting, scary, and expensive process of selecting a management system like an ERP or a CRM that's still cumbersome to use and requires more than 80% of your time being spent just entering data into a computer. TaxShelf leverages the power of AI to provide highly available, paperless solutions that put no burden on your administrative departments. And we do this through non-traditional interfaces that we all love and use every day, like chats. TaxShelf makes growing your company as easy as just texting your mom. Thank you.
Hello everyone, I'm Guillermo. At YoYo, we are enabling small merchants and entrepreneurs to receive credit card payments. In countries like the Dominican Republic, more than 50% of small merchants don't have access to electronic payments. We are a payment aggregator that allows the traditional payment processor to mitigate the risks of working with small merchants and also reduce the cost since we have an online onboarding process. We are processing payments via a payment link and through a QR code that are open so that the payer does not need an application to make a payment. We are looking for a financial services partner to enter another emerging market and also for the right technical team to join the group. Thank you very much.
Hi. I want your attention for a second. I want all of you to take out your money that you have in your pockets right now. If we all take it, for example, probably the money that one of us has is not enough, for example, to pay for a kidney transplant that maybe the total here now in Puerto Rico needs. But if all the people that are here puts their money in, we can actually make a difference for him. And that is why we created Jompeame, a fundraising platform for poverty and emergency causes. So far, with no investment and an amazing team, we have raised more than $500,000 from donors to support more than 300 causes in the Dominican Republic. Today, we are here looking for the right partners because we want to start in Puerto Rico. Because our goal is to create a biggest net of support for people in Latin America. And because the truth is that everyone can have an emergency, but not everyone can afford it. I'm Catherine Motica, CEO of Jompeame. Thank you for listening.
I'm back. No jokes. But this we would like for you to do. For People's Love Award, presented by T-Mobile, go to this link, t-mobilepr.com/P18. Select your favorite startup that you saw today. And yeah, go for it. That was my pitch.
Sí, demasiado.
Christina, when did EverTech join P18 Connect?
EverTech joined P18 Connect last year, and I have to say it's been an amazing experience.
Yeah, and they're here today. So what exactly is their role nowadays?
After working with some of our startups for the duration of the program, they decided to award 2 startups with $10,000 cash grants. This is actually a great benefit for them and their growth.
And while we vote, we'll leave you with Alexandra Lopez Soler, Senior Vice President of Marketing, Communications, and Innovation at EverTech, to present 2 very special awards.
All right, a little Berto. EverTech nace de la innovación, nace de la idea que la innovación y la tecnología pueden hacer la vida más fácil, compañías más eficientes, solucionar problemas globales, hacer de lo imposible posible. Por eso hicimos esta alianza con Parallel18, para juntos facilitar y acelerar la innovación en Puerto Rico y ayudar a desarrollar compañías que escalen a nivel mundial. En EverTech vemos esta alianza como una alianza multipaís, ya que aunque tenemos nuestra sede en Puerto Rico, tenemos operaciones en 11 países en el Caribe y a través de Latinoamérica. A través de esta alianza estamos apoyando a Parallel18 de 2 maneras, con capital y con recursos. Nuestros ejecutivos han servido de mentores para ayudar el desarrollo de estas compañías de Gen.6. También hoy estamos dando 2 premios metálicos a 2 compañías de Gen.6. El primer premio es el Innovation Award. El Innovation Award se lo estamos otorgando hoy a la compañía que identificó un problema de mercado y lo atendió de la manera más creativa e innovadora y que también encontramos que tenía el mayor potencial de escalabilidad. El segundo premio es el EverTech Choice Award. Este premio se lo estamos otorgando hoy a la compañía que está más alineada a los valores y misión de EverTech y que encontramos añade mayor valor a las áreas de negocio de EverTech y a nuestros clientes a futuro.
apoyar a los emprendedores. Creemos en las pequeñas y medianas empresas y su importancia para impulsar la economía. Nos sentimos pompeados de ser parte de Parallel18 y estamos listos para conectarlos y crear soluciones para su negocio.
El desarrollo económico de Puerto Rico está en sus manos y nos sentimos muy orgullosos de poder conectarnos. En T-Mobile estamos trabajando para hacer de Puerto Rico un centro de innovación tecnológica, sentando las bases para un futuro 5G.
So we're ready to announce the winner. I want to invite Sebastian, Frances, Lucy to come and join me here on stage. Before we announce, we want to make another announcement, is that you're invited to lunch at our office across the street. So right after we're done, see us back at the office for lunch. So, Frances?
What an exciting morning. Thank you for inviting us again to participate. We're pleased to announce that the winner for the People's Choice Award is Dada Wi-Fi. You will be awarded with 1 year of communication services for you to continue to grow your entrepreneurship and your business.
All right, a little bird told me we're ready for the Investor's Choice Award. Are you ready? Bring it on.
So we'd like to now give the Investors Award, and I'd like to invite all the visiting investors on stage. We thank them very much for their questions. I also want to recognize the presence of Seng Yu Wan and Jesse Middleton, who are returning investors that have been with us previously. We're very fortunate that we have an amazing group of investors that are visiting from different places. We have Galina School from RBC from New Zealand. We have Ken Lyler from New York Angels. We have John Camillo from Idea Fund Partners in North Carolina. And we have Pablo Capurro, an angel investor from Trupa in Argentina. So now, as chosen by the investor groups, I'm going to pass the mic to Galina so that she can give us a few words and announce the Investor Award winner.
Thank you so much. So, I actually came to see John Wick 3. I did not know I was going to announce the winner. So I wanted to say thank you very much to Parallel18, the management team, the operations team, the sponsors of the partners of the program. I think, you know, the audience really has no clue and no true insight into how much work goes into programs like this and into ecosystem development. So we're truly thankful for you guys to let us into your world, let us judge and be part of it. This is amazing. The judges, my fellow colleagues who pushed me onto stage, thank you so much for that. It was a pleasure to really do that, and getting to know the companies in the cohort. I was so truly impressed, and I know everybody was really impressed by the quality of the presentations, the businesses, the energy and the enthusiasm. Really loved it. But there's only one winner and a lot of participants. So nothing personal. Without further ado, we'll be announcing the winner in drum roll. And it's Andrew Sink. Congratulations, come on stage. How do you cash that check? How do you cash this?
Wow, this is sick. Thank you guys so much. Who's coming up on punch with me after this?
That's a wrap, people. Thank you all for coming to Gen.6. You're all invited to have lunch to our next front building. Yes, and we'll leave you with the last video. Bye-bye.
Any words for your first cohort? I hope you guys have enjoyed yourselves just as much as I did. To the founders and the team, we see you. We killed it at Demo Day. Now go out and get some deals.